Okay, now we're going to just talk about, there's a bucket in the garage. I'm just going to talk to you through what everything in there is. Some of it you won't really use. Your pool closing people will use, but I'm just going to walk through it just so you understand. These two things here are what I talked about for the steps. So they will attach here and here before you put the steps in the water. Again, you don't want that sharp metal getting the liner. If you cut your liner, that's an expensive proposition, so keep that in mind. They don't, for whatever reason, they don't fit well, but the wall holds them in once they're in the water. But you make sure you get that in right if you're using the steps. Next, we have a pool net. So let's say there's a big storm and you get a lot of leaves, and you don't want those leaves to go in the skimmer and sink to the bottom. You can come out here, put that on the pole. That's a fairly self-explanatory thing with these two buttons here, and you can skim all that stuff off the top before it settles into the bottom of your pool. And certainly recommend that if there's heavy storms in your home, at least. Not a big deal if you don't, but it makes the cleaning much easier. So. Next, I'm going to show you the manual vacuum. So you have a Dolphin, so you're really never going to use this. Your Dolphin is doing this work for you. If you wanted, you could attach this to the hole, the pole over there with this hole here, and it'll suck water through there using the hose that you see here. Again, the hose is pretty much brand new. My first one broke, and we got the Dolphin shortly thereafter. I don't really manually vacuum the pool anymore. There's great videos out there that we can send you on how to do that. You got to create a little suction, but I think for the most part you won't use this, so I'm not going to go into a great length of detail on it at this point in time. Next, I'm going to cover several pieces of equipment that are going to need for shutdown. So when your pool supply comes over to shut it down, these two things here actually screw into the skimmers in the bottom, and we'll block it off after they fill those with antifreeze so that no water can get in there and you won't have freezing problems. So your closing people will need this and a few other pieces when they close the pool. The next primary thing they'll need is these. These do the same thing to the jets. You just screw them in. You can just stick a screwdriver kind of horizontally in there and tighten them that way. But they'll do that for you if you're giving them. This shuts off the skimmers same way or shuts off the jets the same way we just shut off the skimmers, so the antifreeze is stuck in there and you can't have any water leakage and pipe bursting. So that's probably all they need for closing. We'll show you a couple other things in a minute, but that should take care of it. And you can always call me if you have any questions.